Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching. My name is Mark Boswell, and this is my portfolio presentation for the electives choices that I did for my Master of Arts in Education at Baker University. Connecting the concepts of classroom management and engagement, creating school improvement, and teachers as counselors. A retrospective into my learning journey through my electives courses. I decided to do my presentation while filming myself throwing 3 pieces of pottery. Um, I just really feel like pottery, one, it calms me down, and two, I just get a great sense of a connection between actually teaching students, high school students in particular, and actually throwing on the wheel. It calms me down, it centers me, and I just thought it was a perfect way to do this while I talked about my experience in this program. The 3 electives courses that I took during this entire program were EDU 5506, Classroom Management and the Student Engagement, EDU 5033, Creating School Improvement in the Classroom, and EDU 5254, Teacher as Counselor. Now, I will interject and say that EDU 5254, Teacher as Counselor, I have actually not taken that class yet. However, I have read the book. I was scheduled to take this class in the fall of 2024, and the class had low enrollment or something, and it had to be canceled. And then I enrolled to take it in spring one of this year of 2025, and something happened again and was unable to take it. So I am scheduled to take that class in spring 2 of 2025, starting here in March. So I feel like I will get a lot out of that class. I feel very strongly about that subject, particularly. Um, I just feel like it's a lot of what I do as a teacher. Um, is act as a counselor often. So I'm really excited to take something like that. And I will talk about excerpts from the book in my presentation, but I have not actually finished the coursework and some of the projects within that class um, prior to this presentation. As I start shaping the clay and prepping each piece and preparing to get ready to throw on the wheel, I can't help but think of how closely this process mirrors what we all do in the classroom. Just like pottery, teaching requires persistence, patience, and flexibility. But most importantly, it requires balance. As you can see right now, I am in the video, I am working on centering the clay on the wheel. Um, Classroom management and differentiation are two very essential elements that shape a positive learning environment. Both of these concepts need to be carefully molded, adjusted, and sculpted to create a space where all learners thrive. In the same way that I'm centering this clay in the classroom, effective classroom management is about creating a centered, stable environment where every student feels safe and supported. As we see in Robert Marzano's Classroom Management That Works, 2003, the first step to successful classroom management is building a positive rapport with your students. Marzano stresses the importance of fostering mutual respect and clear expectations. These are the foundational principles that keep everything steady and aligned. The classroom can become chaotic without them, just like this clay would be out of control if I did not practice more on centering and on forming the clay. Just like with pottery, once the base is solid, we can start to differentiate, adapting to each student's unique needs. And that's where the true artistry of teaching comes in. According to Learner Centered Innovation by Katie Martin, differentiation allows us to adjust our approach to meet the individual needs of every student, just like how I adjusted the pressure and the speed of the wheel to form the clay differently each time. Differentiation in the classroom is not about a one size fits all approach. Instead, it's about understanding each learner's strengths, challenges, and interests, and shaping our instruction around those factors. It's about being flexible, just like the way I adjusted the clay earlier to reflect the form I envision. Some students need more support, while others may require enrichment. Differentiation is about meeting them where they are. When we combine differentiation with effective classroom management, we create an environment where students can engage at their level. With strategies like formative assessments, offering choices, and providing various learning paths, we allow students to take ownership of their learning. Here's an excerpt from Counseling Skills for Teachers by Kotler and Kotler. Quote, teachers who develop strong counseling skills are better able to read the emotional needs of their students and respond appropriately. A teacher's ability to listen actively, validate feelings, and offer thoughtful support can transform the learning environment into one that is both safe and conducive to academic success. End quote. Kotler and Kotler. The emotional aspect of teaching is often overlooked, but when we integrate counseling skills, we enhance both classroom management and differentiation. By actively listening to students, offering them validation and emotional support, we help create an environment that allows for academic and personal growth. The work of Jeffrey and Ellen Kotler in Counseling Skills for Teachers emphasizes the importance of understanding students' emotional and psychological needs. They point out that students who feel emotionally supported and understood are more likely to engage with the material and with their peers. This idea ties directly to Marzano's concept of classroom management. Clear expectations and consistent support create a space where students feel they belong. When they feel heard and valued, students are more likely to thrive academically and socially, just like the clay under my hands, which becomes more pliable and easier to shape once it is centered. But just like pottery, this doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience, time, and constant adjustment. Differentiation requires that we continually assess where our students are, just as we carefully adjust the clay on the wheel. By offering students multiple ways to learn, speak, and engage, we allow them to take ownership of their journey. This is an excerpt from Counseling Skills for Teachers by Kotler and Kotler. Quote, effective differentiation is a tool for creating an environment where all students, regardless of their background or ability level, can succeed. This success is more likely when teachers understand the social and emotional context of their students' lives. End quote. Kotler and Kotler. By understanding students' backgrounds and emotional contexts, we can better differentiate our instruction. This makes it more relevant and accessible, meeting students where they are both emotionally and intellectually. Just as these pieces of pottery are ready to be admired for their form, function, and uniqueness, the classroom environment we create with solid classroom management, effective differentiation, and supportive counseling skills results in a space where students feel empowered, respected, and ready to succeed. So, as educators, let's remember to center our classrooms with clear expectations, sculpt our instruction to meet diverse needs, and carefully refine our practices so that every learner can thrive, just like a well crafted piece of pottery. Thank you for joining me today on a visual and kinetic walk through my electives choices. I hope this analogy inspires you to continue shaping your classroom with patience, care, and intention. Remember, classroom management and differentiation aren't just techniques, they are integral to creating an environment where every student can flourish.